Hey guys, Chicky DeMaine, aka Daboo.com with the Daboo.com surf forecast update. This forecast update effective around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, June 28, 2014. And guys, if you've been following us on Facebook and Twitter, you know we've been talking about this for several days now. For our non-Facebook and Twitter followers, you guys should consider opening up a Twitter account and or Facebook. You don't have to get involved in the trappings of that social media, but by doing so would allow you to receive our updates in real time. We are also thinking about switching to a text message based service where you can get text messages with updates to your phone directly, knowing when to check the website and or get real-time info. Okay, guys, looks like the National Hurricane Center 8 a.m. update as advertised on Daboo.com. Chances are increasing on a tropical depression, our first tropical depression of the 2014 Atlantic season, and or Tropical Storm Arthur. Models in the overnight are trending that way, and we're seeing some positive signs in the real-time satellite imagery. Right now, the National Hurricane Center is giving a 30% chance of development in the next 48 to 72 hours and a 50% chance of development in 96. If the current trends in the satellite imagery continue, this should also increase by the 2 p.m. update. So keep that in mind, guys. So here's the latest image out of the National Hurricane Center showing 30% chance of development. We're going to switch you over to the real-time satellite imagery now in the visible. This visible satellite imagery going light to dark is going from sunrise to now in full view. And although there was a large blow up of convective activity just east of the Georgia-Florida coastline this morning, that's in the mid-levels. The actual surface low is just starting to enter the Atlantic off the South Carolina coast. And that's where you see my cursor kind of moving around. We'll do a zoomed in look for you so you can actually see where it's located. But right now, the surface low is just moving into the Atlantic this morning. Now, if this surface low can get up underneath this mid-level vorticity spin where the convection is, it's going to be on, folks, and this is going to increase the chances for surf. Does not look like this is going to be any threat to land, so that's why we're doing a surf forecast, but looks like chances for increasing surf are going to be developing over the next 72 hours or so. Gray's Reef already showing north-northwest winds 10 to 15 knots this morning, and pressures are remaining relatively high. When we go to look at the infrared, you can see what we like to call the return of the blob. It's nice to see this coming into season. The black indicating deeper convection here, but again, the surface low is just moving off the coast of South Carolina. When we go look at the models, last night's model runs, it looks like the NAM has been performing the best. NAM showing on Tuesday a nice little compact little system, tropical depression, possible tropical storm just off the central Florida coast. This would be good news as far as increasing surf conditions for Northeast Florida, as the winds will be coming out of the Northeast at around 20-25 knots. Current forecast is only for northeast winds at 10 to 15 knots, maybe increasing to small crest exercise caution. Keep in mind, though, this is a real-time forecast, guys, and a lot of times this stuff can change. I know a lot of you have been posting on Facebook, surf lines only showing surf 1 to 2 feet. I don't care about that. We're watching in real time, guys, so that's why you follow our forecast. Looking over at the European model on board with it, showing a little bit further east off the Florida coast. This would also be good news for increasing surf conditions for Northeast Florida, Central Florida as the week progresses. This image is for Wednesday or Tuesday, I believe, going into Wednesday. So be sure to stay tuned because the models are starting to trend that way, and we could see Tropical Storm Arthur over the next 72 to 96 hours. That's all we got for you for now, guys. Stay tuned for the next update.